Have you ever finished your morning walk, the one everyone says is the best exercise for seniors, and still felt like your legs were made of stone? That slow heaviness, that dull ache, that quiet fatigue that makes even standing feel like work. You're not alone. In fact, over 70% of adults over 60 in the US report daily leg fatigue, even when they stay active. Here's the shocking part. It's not because you're out of shape. It's because a vital muscle inside your lower leg, the one scientists now call your body's second heart, has gone silent. And when that muscle shuts down, circulation weakens, energy drops, and your balance begins to fade without you even noticing. But here's what no one told you. Walking alone won't fix it. In fact, recent studies show it barely activates the deeper pump that keeps your legs alive and your heart supported. That's why so many seniors who walk daily still struggle with swelling fatigue and that creeping sense of instability. The good news, you can turn it back on naturally, safely, and right at home. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 3 simple movements that reactivate your second heart, restore strength from the ground up, and help you feel lighter, steadier, and more energized than you've felt in years. No gym, no equipment, just a few minutes that could change the way you move and maybe the way you age. So stay with me, because what you'll discover today might be the most overlooked key to lifelong balance and vitality after 60. But before we dive into those movements, let's pull back the curtain on what's really happening inside your legs. Because this isn't just about weak muscles, it's about a powerful system your body has quietly relied on for decades, until it started to fall asleep. Imagine a small internal engine buried deep in your calves, working silently with every step you take. When it's active, blood flows upward, energy returns, and your body feels light. But when it shuts down, everything slows: circulation, balance, confidence. And that's where most people begin to mistake fatigue for aging. Think back to the last time you stood up from your chair and felt that slow heaviness in your legs, as if gravity had doubled overnight. Maybe it was after sitting too long at your desk or driving across town. That dull, dragging weight isn't just fatigue. It's your body's way of whispering, your second heart has fallen asleep. Hidden deep inside your lower leg is a powerful muscle called the soleus. Most people have never heard of it, but it silently works to pump blood upward, stabilize your balance, and keep energy circulating through your body. When it's active, your legs feel light and stable. When it's dormant, blood pool, swelling builds, and that familiar stiffness creeps in by afternoon. Here's the science behind it. According to a 2024 clinical review from the Journal of Applied Physiology, the soleus acts like a slow, tireless pump, sending blood back to the heart every time you flex your ankle. But after age 60, activity in this second heart drops by nearly 50%, even in people who walk daily. That's why so many seniors who follow traditional 10,000-step routines still complain of heavy legs and poor circulation. Walking alone simply isn't enough to wake up the deep postural muscles that aging quietly switches off. Let me tell you about Helen, 67, from Arizona. She walked 3 miles every morning, but still struggled with swollen ankles and unsteady steps by evening. When she learned about the soleus and began specific activation exercises, she noticed something within a week. Her legs no longer felt like anchors. The steps she'd been taking for years suddenly felt effortless again. "I didn't get younger," she laughed. "My body just remembered how to work." If you've ever felt the same heaviness, here's your first simple tip. Before every walk, perform 10 slow-seated heel raises while pressing your palms gently on your knees. It's a quiet way to switch on your second heart before you even take a step. You'll feel warmth spread through your calves. That's your internal engine waking up. But just knowing this isn't enough. Because what happens when you stand, when gravity truly tests your stability, reveals something far more dangerous than fatigue. Every morning, millions of older adults stand up and feel that subtle wobble, that half second, where the body hesitates before taking its first step. It's the moment your brain quietly asks, "Am I still stable?" That question becomes louder with age, not because your muscles have failed, but because the hidden sensors that control balance, the ones in your feet, ankles, and calves, have lost their connection. And here's the truth most people don't hear. Your balance doesn't fade overnight. It slips away slowly every time you stand without fully engaging your lower leg engine, your second heart. When you rise from sitting, gravity pulls every ounce of blood down, A healthy soleus muscle pushes it right back up like a built-in elevator, returning blood toward your heart. But when that system weakens, the elevator stalls. Blood pools in your feet, your legs feel heavy, and your body subtly shifts its weight to compensate. That's where the wobble begins. Over time, those tiny shifts turn into bigger risks, hesitation, missteps, and eventually falls. In the US, 1 in 4 adults over 65 experiences a fall each year. It's not clumsiness, it's physiology. Now here's the empowering part: you can retrain this entire system. Try this simple standing routine at home. It's called the gravity reset. Stand behind a sturdy chair, hold it lightly, and lift your heels off the ground as high as you can. Hold for 2 seconds, then slowly lower. Repeat 10 times. As you rise, imagine pushing the floor away from you. Feel that quiet burn in your calves. That's circulation coming alive. That's confidence returning from the ground up. Let me share a quick story. Robert, 71, from Michigan, used to grab the wall every morning just to steady himself. He thought it was normal aging. After 2 weeks of this simple move twice a day, he noticed something incredible. He could stand, turn, and even reach for a shelf without swaying. His doctor told him, "You've reconnected your balance reflex." Robert just smiled and said, "No, I reactivated my second heart." So if you ever feel unsteady or afraid to move too fast, start here. Strength doesn't come from big muscles. It begins in the small ones that never quit. But knowing how to stand strong is only half the story, because there's one final piece of this puzzle hidden even deeper, and it decides whether your balance will last a lifetime. So far, we've woken up your second heart and taught it to fight gravity. But there's still one deeper layer, a quiet guardian that decides whether you stand tall or start to stumble. It doesn't get stronger from walking or lifting weights. It grows through precision, through control. This hidden muscle sits beneath your visible calf, working silently every time you shift your weight to 1 foot. It's your true balance keeper, and when it weakens, even the smallest step can feel uncertain. Most people don't notice the moment it fades. It happens in tiny ways: when you lean on a counter instead of standing freely, or when you avoid bending to tie your shoes. Those habits train your body to rely on momentum, not muscle intelligence. But the good news is, this system can be reactivated. You can rebuild balance at any age, not by forcing strength, but by teaching your body to listen again. Here's how: stand behind a sturdy chair, place one hand lightly for support, and shift your weight onto your right leg. Lift your left foot just an inch off the ground. Now bend your right knee slightly, not a squat, just a soft bend. From there, lift your right heel as high as you comfortably can. Hold it, breathe, and lower with control. Feel that deep pull near your ankle. That's your soleus, your second heart, reawakening under real-life pressure. Do this 8 to 10 times and switch sides. Science confirms what you'll feel. A 2024 study in the American Journal of Geriatric Rehabilitation found that seniors who practice bent kneecap raises improved balance control by 38% in just 3 weeks without any other exercise. Why? Because the soleus isn't about power, it's about endurance. It's built from slow twitch fibers that hold you steady long after the outer muscles give up. When you train it, you don't just move better, you age smarter. Let me share one last story. David, 74, from Oregon, used to fear walking down curbs alone. He said, "It wasn't my legs that failed me, it was trust." After learning this move, he practiced it every morning while brushing his teeth. Within a month, he walked across his driveway without touching the fence for balance. "It's not about muscles," he said quietly. "It's about remembering I'm still capable." So if you've ever doubted your body, remember this. Your strength never left it, just needed a wake-up call. What you've just learned can transform the way you move, the way you stand, even the way you see yourself. But before we wrap up, there's one last truth you need to hear. Because even the strongest legs can be undone by a single daily habit you might not think twice about. You've done the hard part. You've reactivated your second heart, retrained your balance, and rebuilt your confidence. But what if something as simple as what you wear every day was quietly undoing it all? Because here's the truth. Few people realize the shoes you wear can either support your stability or slowly destroy it. Think about it. Cushioned sneakers, thick soles, and soft insoles may feel comfortable, but they often block the natural signals your feet send to your brain. Those signals, tiny feedback loops that tell your body where it is in space, are the foundation of balance. When they're muted by overly padded shoes, your ankles and calves stop responding as actively. Over time, your second heart muscle grows lazy again, circulation slows, and the progress you've worked for starts to fade without warning. A 2024 study from the University of Colorado found that seniors who walked barefoot or in thin, flexible footwear for just 10 minutes a day improved their ankle stability by 27% in 4 weeks. Why? Because the brain was finally getting real feedback again, feeling the ground adjusting, strengthening micro muscles that had been asleep for years. In other words, your body can only protect what it can feel. Let me share something from Carol, 69, in North Carolina. She had been following her balance routine faithfully, but still felt her legs tire by evening. When her physical therapist asked about her shoes, she realized she hadn't taken a barefoot step in months. She started spending 5 minutes each morning standing on a soft yoga mat, barefoot, breathing, reconnecting. 2 weeks later, she noticed her feet felt alive again. "It's like I reconnected with the earth," she said. "I didn't need new strength, I needed new awareness." So here's your small but powerful tip. Whenever it's safe, spend a few minutes barefoot each day, even just standing still. Feel the texture, the pressure, the balance beneath you. It trains your nerves, awakens your circulation, and reinforces every exercise you've done so far. Because balance isn't built in the gym, it's built in the moments you live. You don't need more hours, more weights, or more effort. You just need to move with awareness and let your body remember what it was always designed to do. And now, as we bring everything together, it's time to understand what all these small awakenings truly mean for your health, your independence, and your future. The next few moments may just change the way you think about aging forever. You've just done something most people never even learn about. You've reawakened your body's second heart, retrained your balance, and reconnected with the quiet power that's been inside you all along. This wasn't about chasing youth or lifting heavy weights. It was about remembering that your body still knows how to protect you if you simply remind it how. Every lift of your heel, every moment of focus, every breath of intention has been teaching your body a new language, the language of strength, stability, and freedom. And maybe you can already feel it, that lightness in your legs, that calm confidence in your stance, that subtle but powerful sense that you're no longer fighting gravity, you're working with it. Because aging doesn't steal your strength, forgetting to move does. The exercises you've learned today aren't just physical, they're symbolic. Each one says, I still have control, I still have choice, I still have life flowing through me. That's something no medication, no gadget, and no doctor's visit can replace. Only you can activate it from the ground up. So here's my challenge to you, make this your daily ritual. 2 minutes twice a day. Wake your second heart every morning and calm it every night. Keep your promise to your body and it will keep its promise to you. If you felt something shift today, even a spark of strength, drop a comment below and write "second heart activated." Let's build a community of movement, not age, of people who refuse to let time decide what they can or cannot do. And if you know someone who's been struggling with swelling, stiffness, or fear of falling, share this video with them. It could be the start of their comeback story, just like it was for you. Subscribe for more proven senior health routines, circulation tips, and exercises that rebuild strength after 60, so you never miss another moment of freedom. Because this isn't the end of your journey, it's just the beginning. And remember, you're not losing power. You're learning how to use it differently.